I don't know what to do. How are you feeling about it?
I have a lot of feelings.
I don't know what to say.
I don't really know either.
I could laugh. I could cry. I think I peed a little bit.
I have this deep-seated anxiety and pressure in my chest right now after watching this.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
It just feel like, I feel like I'm sick to my stomach. I feel like I could throw up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling a lot of things. Like, I feel like I need an emergency therapy session.
Well, welcome to Reality Bites.
Oh, God. All right, let's get into it. Hey, y'all. Welcome to Reality Bites, the podcast where we'll deep dive into this week's buzziest reality TV and pop culture happenings.
I'm Betsy, and while I may be 9 to 5 by day, I'm a reality connoisseur by night.
And I'm JJ, a reality TV producer by trade, but my favorite pastime is dishing unfiltered dirt and behind-the-scenes scoop. We'll tackle the biggest and best water cooler moments of the week through an insider lens you won't find anywhere else.
Buckle up, buttercups.
Please don't tell me it's about Tom.
It's about Tom.
This is Reality Bites. I'm sweating. I'm sweating after watching that trailer. I'm legitimately sweating right now. My armpits, I can feel it.
I'm shaking.
I'm shaking. I'm literally shaking. No, I'm actually distraught. I don't even know how to describe what I'm feeling right now. I thought that I felt a certain type of way that day that it broke, but I'm telling you right the fuck now, whatever the fuck I just watched was bone chilling.
It really
fuck
was.
Kyle in Halloween Kills, because whatever this was a horror show. I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm sweating. I also feel hypoglycemic watching that. I just feel like I'm going to faint.
It was bone chilling. And I give such props to the editor who put this together in the last week and a half and slammed in all this new footage that we'll talk about. But like, it was, the score, really the music,
the pacing, the build up.
It was phenomenal. I mean, even starting with this kind of foreboding, creepy, ominous track on the first frame when Sheena and Brock are getting married, it really hit home with everything else that's going on.
Yeah, I don't really know how to feel about it. I mean, just to kind of piggyback off of what you were saying with the editors, usually with mid-season trailers, you're given a while to make them.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they were able to do this in next to no time, I mean, what's today?
Today is the 20th.
They basically did this in 10 days.
Yeah.
Because everything had to be ingested, then everything had to be strung out, and then everything had to, I'm like a little shook.
Then they probably had to send it, get a set of notes back.
Oh,
from
God.
their network executive.
I don't know how they did
tweak
this.
it and then finalize it. It probably went through at least one pass of notes.
Yeah. Even editing a trailer takes so much fucking time.
Oh,
like weeks,
absolutely.
Weeks. So I am I'm honestly, I'm stuttering because I don't even know what to say. It's bone chilling.
It's bone chilling.
I mean, go ahead. No.
No, I was going to say, well, let's break it down a little bit. Like,
yeah.
So, we start with Sheena wedding.
Yeah, Sheena wedding.
And then they do pace it with some of the other story stuff while peppering it all in. But it's all kind of tied.
They do. And there are some things that we can obviously tell that was already in the trailer that they're using then to kind of propel the story that we know now, which is really interesting to see.
Yeah.
I mean, that kiss
with Schwartz and Raquel.
No, I'm talking about Sandoval.
Oh, Sandoval in bed.
And they're trying to make it seem like we don't know who that is.
Because the face is covered with the comforter.
Yeah.
I think that's still Ariana.
Yeah.
I think, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Maybe that is Raquel and that's the new stuff. I don't know.
I don't think that they would give us that. They won't give us that right away.
I think that
they're gonna make us sing for our supper for that one.
Yeah, and I think that they chose that shot because it's ambiguous.
Exactly, that's
because
exactly
you
what
can't
I was
see
going
the
to
girl's
say.
face.
Yeah, but it's definitely Ariana.
But it's probably Ariana
because Ariana's at the house. There's no way. There's no fucking way.
I mean, I just, I guess let's.
I don't even know
where to start.
I don't even know where to
start.
Ooh,
or maybe not. I don't know. I mean, how do you want to do it?
How do you want to do it? I don't know how to do it. I think we just talk about our feelings. Let's just talk about that. Here's the thing. If you haven't seen it yet and you're listening to this, I urge you to go home and watch it because it's fucking insane. I mean, they basically, I feel like I saw the whole scene almost of Sandoval and Ariana. And the thing is, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
We didn't.
All we got were 3 little moments.
But it kind of encompassed everything. I mean, because you pointed it out right at the end.
So in that montage where they don't have the sound ups on the mics, but they do a montage and you see Ariana scream. She's actually screaming Raquel.
Yeah.
He says, "Do you want anything?" And she says, "For you to die."
Why in God's green earth is he asking her for anything?
Well,
like that?
I think he's in the kitchen.
I don't give a
and
fuck.
asking, "Do you want something to drink?"
I don't give
But,
a fuck. Don't talk to me.
The deadpan in her voice.
I don't
of,
care.
"For you to die" was just
Like,
hit me to my core.
The thing is that if you're going to waste my time asking me if there's anything that you can do for me, I want you to also then sit there and wonder, what are all the things that I could think of that would actually be able to cause harm to you? And then I want you to go through those thoughts first before you get to the place of asking me if I need anything from the fucking kitchen, you fucking asshole. You stupid fuck. I cannot.
I mean, and
It's just, I feel distraught. I feel distraught. James is like pontificating, fucking asking
Allie to marry him.
I can't even
and
fucking
Lala's
deal.
like, "Get the fuck out of here."
I can't even fucking deal.
Also, Katie going at Raquel that he's still her husband. Like, their divorce is not finalized yet, and she is kissing her husband.
Guys,
She's pissed too. Everyone's angry.
It's the Cuban Missile Crisis. Raquel better fucking hide in a goddamn bomb shelter.
She
I am
better
like,
be gone
what
and
is
never come
going?
back.
She needs to go on vacay.
Mental
She needs to go
check
away.
Okay.
And not prison, like Teresa Giudice, but like she needs
Not go away. Go
I'm not
on
kidding.
vacay.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. This girl, she has got a target on her back, and
Oh my
everyone
God.
is aiming for her. They're coming, pitchforks and all. I don't condone that, and I don't advise to do that, and I don't encourage that, but I want her to go on a vacation, and she needs to go away, and I think she needs to break up with Sandoval, and she needs to be alone and single and figure out what the fuck she's doing.
Well, she tried that and she ended up with Sandoval. She tried that after James.
Yeah, but Sandoval's lecherous. He is a
me-
lecherous, conniving fuck.
He is lecherous. He is
disgusting.
predatory.
He's disgusting.
He preys on the weak.
Even him asking Ariana if she needs anything from the kitchen is him trying to save fucking face on camera, and that pisses me off. You think he gives a flying fuck to get her anything? Even if it's not in front of the cameras, it's so that he can say that he was still trying to be there for her. Fuck you.
That's
fuck
exactly
you.
right.
You
That's
narcissistic,
exactly right.
you covert narcissistic fuck.
Yeah, he is exactly that. And to me,
I'm grossed out.
some of the biggest
I'm not.
takeaways of all of this too was being able to see for the first time a window into Ariana.
Yes.
Because ever since this happened, with the exception of a couple of little things on social media here and there, like she being on Kristen's story that night, that Friday night, D-Day, we've seen very, very, very little of her.
Yeah.
And even the glimpse of seeing the snippets of these scenes,
The snapshot, for
were
sure.
so
Pertinent.
and powerful, and just that look in her
Profound.
eye, the rage is profound. It
And
was
prolific.
profound.
I mean, I've never seen anything like this in real time. Like,
Neither
we're
have
actually
I.
getting scenes. This needs to be shot like The Only Way is XX. I can't. I want it to be.
The Only Way is Essex.
I want
know.
it to be a weekly soap that we get in real time.
These people would all spontaneously combust and implode on themselves.
Yeah. I don't even know. I don't know what I just watched. We watched it like 3 or 4 times in a row. And I'm going to watch it again after we're done with this. Because I honestly just
same.
don't even know what to say.
It was just so much. And I'm so curious how much of it, I think all of Raquel and Schwartz stuff was probably in the original mid-season trailer, right?
100%. And then they intercut it with the new stuff that they got.
Right. So things like, Sheena saying to Raquel, she's like, I was the OG homewrecking whore, and then Lala came, and now it's you. Like that was probably still in as it pertained to Schwartz. But
100%.
how poignant and how relevant are all of these moments, knowing now what we do?
It's what Betsy and I talked about. It's as if we are kind of watching An Only Way is Essex. The parallels that are happening within the narrative are the same things that are happening. It's interesting how it's all kind of happening together.
Yeah.
So what we're seeing on TV, if we didn't know it was Schwartz, we could easily think it's Tom Sandoval.
Well, and that's something I think that you guys had talked about as well, that we're all, picking up on these moments, and we're all seeing these things outside of the new stuff that was shot, that was put in. And, everyone at the time when they were filming were looking at these red flags as having to do with Schwartz.
Yeah.
When really the bigger red flags had to do with Sandoval, but they didn't have anything to assign it to. And yes, Raquel makes out with Schwartz. We see it. We also know that they make out at the wedding. So we know that happens. I also had a thought. I wonder if, because the rumor is that at the wedding, Sandoval and Raquel disappeared for a stretch of time.
Yes.
But then we also heard that Schwartz and Raquel make out at that wedding. We know both things to exist. I wonder if when Raquel and Sandoval had disappeared for a period of time at the wedding, they had gotten into a fight.
Oh.
And that's why she ultimately makes out with Schwartz.
I don't think that that's a bad theory at all, or hypothetical.
Or maybe they're like trying to not do this and we can't do this. We're not. And so she's trying to distract herself.
Yeah, because if you've ever been to a wedding where you're single or you like somebody who you can't really date, but guys, weddings are a petri dish of violence. Like, I am not
They
kidding.
are.
It is, y'all know you ask for violence when you go to those things. And I don't think that that's a bad theory, because it's easy for Raquel to get upset with the fact that he's still with Ariana and being like, what the fuck?
I know. Absolutely.
And like, I like you.
And not for nothing.
Ugh,
to give
gross.
credence to like what you and Betsy touched upon this last episode that I thought about when we were watching this, which is, and I believe this is one of the new scenes when Sandoval says something to Ariana about like, how can you be in a relationship with someone when you only have sex 4 times a year? And her response is, you know, I don't want to, or I can't have sex with someone who's like a stranger to me.
Yeah.
I'm paraphrasing, but it was something along those lines.
Yeah.
I think that also does play into this idea, which let me preface by saying does not excuse any of the behaviors, but that
100%.
Sandoval and Ariana's relationship had been in a precarious place for a very long time.
Yeah, I think that their relationship is in a dumpster this entire season,
agree.
even before Raquel came into the scene.
Yeah.
Which is why I want to always recap the episodes or kind of dissect what's going on from a personal place, because there's no way their relationship is great. And again, to piggyback off what you're saying, I do not condone, but I would be remiss if I didn't say, hey guys, it does take 2 to tango for a relationship to falter.
Yes.
And it's not just one person. And so the problem that Ariana and Sandoval have as a couple pre-Scandoval is that they are the couple on Vanderpump that tries to hide the most from the cameras.
Agreed.
And they're very good at giving you just enough to stay engaged and to stay engaged in their personal life. And I would just say that they do a better job of hiding what's really going on in their lives, because they've always been kind of seen as the perfect couple.
Yeah.
And because from a viewer's perception, they're very straight with each other, it gives off the idea that they're the most vulnerable or they're the most honest about their relationship, and they're not. And what we're seeing thus far, obviously we know now with Raquel and everything, they're not being honest about their relationship. There are serious problems, and we've been saying it, if you've been listening since, you know, the first episode that we covered for this season, we've been saying that there's something wrong with their relationship. We just didn't know what.
Yes.
And it's not just Raquel. I'm sorry, guys. It's not just Raquel. The relationship's been in a dumpster.
The relationship has been a dumpster. I agree with. I think to piggyback on your point as well, with them having been the quote unquote most stable couple on the show, at least perceived that way, if they don't show cracks, we're not looking for cracks. So
Correct.
They're good at kind of keeping things appearing as though they're status quo. But if they are not forthcoming with any problems, we, the viewer, are not looking for problems, and we kind of accept it as what we see.
Yeah.
And that's obviously not the case.
No.
And the Raquel affair was born out of this, because Sandoval, when he is not feeling fulfilled, his tank is not being filled up of adoration and of fucking
What do we need,
attention.
a shrine?
That's what he needs, is a shrine.
The shrine of
Because
Sandoval.
he's a narcissistic piece of shit. So because he didn't have that from Ariana, he went out and was like, oh, here's a perfect vulnerable person. He is a narcissistic asshole.
Look, and I know it's an unpopular opinion, but Sandoval's a predator.
He is.
And if it wasn't Raquel, it would be somebody else. It'd be the same fucking thing. It'd just be somebody different.
Right.
It's just unfortunate that it's Raquel.
Right. And it's not to, again, take away any sort of blame or responsibility or culpability from Raquel. But if
No.
we're strictly speaking about Sandoval, it would have happened whether it was Raquel or someone
Yeah,
else.
100%.
And Raquel could have easily ended up in a relationship with another person who is in a relationship, or someone who's single who gives her the adoration and gives her the self-esteem boost that she so desperately is looking for, because she is completely lost in the woods, like has no fucking idea who she is or what's going on in her life.
Yeah.
Question for you.
Yeah.
The scene or the moment in the trailer where Sheena says in that fucking bucket hat, I just had so much rage in me. Do you think that was a
Yes.
new scene regarding the slap?
Yes.
Okay. I do too, but I just wanted your take.
100%.
I think so as well.
She's trying to explain that she was just so angry because she found everything out kind of like all at once.
As it was happening.
Everything was happening
Right.
all at the same time.
Because
And
Ariana
so-
was on the phone with Raquel, who stepped out of the bar,
Yeah.
and then Raquel told Sheena very nonchalantly, "Oh, I'm on the phone with Ariana talking about my affair with Sandoval."
Also, guys, Sheena's not a violent person.
No, she's not.
This is a moment where I think she felt a little shame and embarrassment that she got to that level. But can you imagine finding all that out at once?
Talk about a weird night of
It's too
Ariana
much.
finding out, Sheena getting this inkling at Watch What Happens Live based on how Raquel responded, and then it all coming to a head that night at the bar when she slaps her. But yeah, I do. I also think that that we're getting a glimpse into one of the scenes that were shot. By the way, the only thing I'll say that I wish that they had included that they didn't was just one shot. And I know exactly what shot I'd want it to be. I want it to be starting on the feet on the sidewalk, shoes walk into frame, and you start to pan up and you reveal Kristen Doty. That's all I would have hoped for more as a shot in the slow-mo when they weren't doing audio sound ups, when it was just that great ominous music and you see Ariana scream Raquel and just like get a little kind of click, cut up the leg,
Click.
Kristen.
That would have been good.
Wouldn't that have been great? That would have just been a little cherry.
Great.
I'm excited. I'm terrified. I have so many feelings.
I can't even say excited, honestly. I really hate that this is happening.
By the way, me too. But it just gives me that little like, oh my God.
I mean, we have something to look forward to, which is so fucking horrible to say, but
Horrible.
it's the truth.
But it is. It's the truth. It's the truth.
Well, before we let you guys go, I just wanted to point out one thing, which I probably shouldn't because we'll end up in a conversation about it, but we both could have tried harder.
Did he say that?
Yes.
Did I miss that? And he said that? We
Yes.
both could have tried. Sandoval can go fuck the fuck right off right now. He is a piece of shit.
He's horrible.
By the way,
He literally said that.
You both could have tried harder. You and your dick could have tried harder to keep it in your pants. That's the only both that I want to hear about.
But he does that.
He did it with
does
Kristen
that.
too.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We were wonderful. We were so happy. She's like, we were miserable. We hated each other. We both could have done better. Fuck you.
Mm-hmm. And then Kristen got all the shit for being the one who cheated.
They both cheated.
But they both
and
cheated.
He's a cheater. He is a habitual cheater.
They both cheated, just like he and Ariana, I guess, could have tried harder.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Well, you know what? One of you cheated and the other one didn't.
Correct.
So you'll see who tried harder.
Yeah, and only one of you is about to level up big time, and that's Ariana.
Here's the thing, guys. I'm so happy that she's not with him anymore because we all knew that she deserved better. But sometimes it takes going through the journey to figure that out for yourself. And this is one hell of a journey. And yeah. Anyway, guys.
Anyway, this was a fucking... I did not know it was coming out today, and I'm not going to lie. It was a pleasant...
It's a doozy.
Surprise. It was a doozy. And then, God, in 3 days, they're filming the reunion.
Oh my God. God bless all the producers.
God bless you all. Keep doing God's work, guys.
God bless my friends who work on Vanderpump.
Same.
I'm thinking of you.
We're thinking of you.
We're sending all the good juju and positive vibes your way. Okay?
Sending them all.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us very quickly. EP, thank you for hopping on the mic. I know you have to go because, well, you're hiring crew for your new show in Atlanta.
I am, and I've got a call that I'm running about 3 minutes late for.
And I got to cut this and get this out. Yes. Thank you, guys. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a rating, 5 stars. Follow us on Instagram at Reality Bites Podcast.
Talk soon.
Talk soon, guys.